Scrumbly, yeah, he's very talented. He's got all this music, and now I feel like there's a venue for that. There's an audience for that. We've raised a lot of interest in that. So this Afterglow floor show where we're doing other Coquettes numbers is feeling that out a little bit.
Yeah, do you know anything about the numbers besides the one you're doing?
So the one I'm doing called Everybody's Got a Buddy on the Front is from Hot Greeks, which is the other sort of full-fledged musical that they actually did, sort of about college, fraternity, sorority, but sort of about Greeks. We're doing a number starring Miss Sheldra called No Nose Nanook, about an Eskimo who lost her nose from too much snorting and too much cavorting. There's The Jewels of Paris, which basically is a song about prostitutes, where each one is a different jewel. Like you've got the emerald, the ruby, the onyx, the turquoise, the topaz. So that is going to be all boys in dresses.
Oh, wow.
Whereas the soldiers is all women in soldier drag. The Jewels of Paris will be all boys in beautifully jeweled dresses.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and then
Fabulous.
there's Midnight in Manhattan, which I believe Connie Champagne is singing. Kind of a solo with Scrumbly. So yeah, we've got some.
Yeah, I've seen them work together. Actually, they did a nightclub show for me when I was doing them at the Plush Room. It was great.
They're pros.
He's an amazing talent.
Scrumbly's a pro. I will follow Scrumbly anywhere.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
He's
between
amazing.
Scrumbly and Russell Blackwood, I will follow them anywhere.
And Russell too is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. He's been on the show, as you know. You got him on the show.
I got him and
actually.
Ruby on the show.
Yeah, thank you for that. That was a great show.
Yep.
So let's see. Tell me what you want to do and what you want to perform in or what you want to solo in or whatever. Do as a show.
I feel like I never really plan things. I'm very open to whatever comes next, and I like how that organically seems to fill up my time. My time is very filled up, and I'm grateful for that. I'm finding that I'm pretty good at sort of like having a little vision and executing it. So choreographing things, sort of directing things, arranging things. I was just in the studio this couple of weeks ago with this doing background vocals for a band. They called me in and I arranged all the vocals and kind of figured it all out and harmonies and things like that. So for me, it's more like I get presented with something and I see what I can bring to it. And then I'm kind of sometimes delightfully surprised at what I can bring to it. So, and then doors just keep opening. So I never really plan. But I'm okay with saying no to things I don't want to do also. And then that just seems to take me down these fun paths. And, we're doing a birthday party this coming weekend at the Hypnodrome, a private party. And we all come up with these numbers that are personal to us, but we all get it. And, Donna Persona and Carl with Records and these people will be there. And we all kind of get each other's humor. We get each other's irony. We get each other's creativity. And I like what that brings out in me. I like that I, can put my mind to something and it's out of love. It's usually out of like, what do I want to do? I really want to get everyone excited about something. So that's the best path for me to take usually.
It's a great path. It's pretty spiritual actually, bringing something rather than just taking something, and then collaboration, working with others, it's pretty sweet.
And keeping good people around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they seem to gather together,
That's right.
Yeah, good people do gather
That's
together.
right. And these are people who are sort of my demographic. Like, they're not married necessarily. They don't have kids necessarily. They're not kind of 9-to-5 people. And we all seem to, come together. And that's where the magic happens, Stu.
It is magic. I take it from there, honey. It is magic.
I know.
And
I'm a lucky girl.
It. Yeah. So
do you have any more
clubs?
Pictures we have to show?
Are there any more? No, that was it on
that
the
was
pictures.
my pictures. Okay.
So any other clubs that you're going to be doing in the near future?
So I kind of do the rounds like merry-go-round with Cookie Dough. I wanted to mention Cookie Dough. I've done the Castro Street Fair with her the last 2 years. That's really fun, sort of her epic monster show number. And yeah, she was a great inspiration for getting me sort of up and running, getting the whole Clammy Faye thing off the ground. Plans to do more burlesque with Dottie Lux. She does a Friday night every week at El Rio.
El Rio.
El Rio,
I didn't
down
know
in the
about
Mission.
that.
Yeah, where Mission meets Valencia. Dottie does a burlesque night every Friday at the El Rio, and it's great. amazing talent and mixed. It's funny, Dottie's show sometimes has become like a burlesque show where drag queens get to come.
All right.
Whereas sometimes it's like I go to drag shows where I get to do burlesque. It's sort of like turns that on its head, which is great. Like Virginia Suicide will come and sing live, or, you know, that the Great Big Blue Bunny comes and, you know, yeah, and then you got girls taking their clothes off. So what's not to like?
Yeah, and I love burlesque. But what I really love is 21st century burlesque. That you know, people are really using their talent or their dreams to create in a talent way. You know, expressions that I've never seen before.
Right, and it's a lot about the vision. And for me, it always comes back to the music. I mean, I think that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot, but the underlying thing to all of this performance for me is music. So my singing background, you know, growing up being in choir, doing musicals, and just kind of being one of those kids who puts things on a show.
Well, we're just about out of time.
Okay.
Nancy, I want to thank you very much.
Thank
and
you,
I
Stu.
look forward to